Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be doing a gear review on our rooftop tent. It's a Pope Overland Expedition Konza. It is a 2 to 3 person tent. It comfortably sleeps 2. Today we're going to walk you through how we set it up, some of the things we really like about it, some of the things that could be improved, and why we chose it as our choice for a place to live whenever we're traveling in our truck. So stay tuned. There will be a companion blog article to go along with this video, and it will have kind of the pros and cons, our first impressions, I guess, of rooftop tent living. We live full-time on the road, so we put all of our gear through a lot of heavy use. That article will kind of wrap it up and give you an idea of what we like and what we don't like. It'll also have links to the rooftop tent and anything else that we mentioned in the video. So check that out, and if you haven't, like or subscribe this video, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. It helps a lot to get exposure on YouTube. And if you haven't followed us on Facebook or Instagram, we're at Okienomads at both. Hope you enjoy the video. Tent setup is a breeze. This clip is sped up quite a bit, but full setup only takes about 5 minutes. Using a step stool or storage bin as a step really helps out a lot. Check out our blog article in the description for a couple of things that might slow you down when you're setting up your own rooftop tent. The amount of rigging that is required really depends on where you are camping. If it's warm, you want all the windows up and open. If it's cold, best to leave them guyed down for warmth. If wind is in the forecast, bring extra paracord to guy down the rainfly, and make sure that all the buckles on the top are snug. So our initial impression of the tent is, for the money and for the value that we got, the utility of the tent is really high. The quality is similar to a Tepui or a CVT with the same style tent and the same, entry-level range. This is one of the cheapest tents that you can buy, next to maybe the Smitty built or one of the new ARB offerings. But for the money, the quality is really high. We were pleasantly surprised out of the gate. The order process was so easy. Ordering online, picking up in Denver to save on shipping. Super easy, super great guy to work with. Jonathan at Pope is just stellar. Some of you may have been there for our shakedown trip. We went to Overland Expo East to work the event, and it rained. It just rained the whole way there. It rained at the event, as you could probably see on social media and online. There was mud everywhere, cold at night, and it rained, snowed the whole way back. So we put 2,500 miles on the truck. We camped 20-ish nights in the tent, some nights getting down below freezing, several nights getting down below freezing. We had snow, rain, sleet, hail. This thing did awesome. We were never wet in the tent. The condensation was completely bearable, nothing worse than any other tent we've ever camped in. But as far as the elements go, the first 2 or 3 weeks really tested this thing, and it did awesome. We were so stoked. Since then, we've taken it through our trip from Oklahoma down to Baja. We got dumped on in southern Arizona, just outside of Tucson. We got like 4 inches of snow. The tent actually insulated really well with snow, kept us warmer inside, but everything was great. We'd have wet tent going in, and whenever we'd open everything up, the outside was wet, but the inside was still all dry. And we just let the tent air dry out, and it was good to go. No mold, no discoloration, no water damage, nothing. It's been solid as far as the weather goes, and we've had some freak weather in the last couple of months. Nothing bad to say about the performance of the tent. One thing we will note is that the rainfly is extremely noisy, and I think this is a design from every rooftop tent that's ever been made. The rainfly is noisy when it's windy. Try to find areas like this campsite that are enclosed in trees that are protected so that you don't have that rainfly flopping around. A couple of nights we even staked it down to keep the wind from blowing it around as much, but it's still something to consider, especially coming from the school bus to this. The noise from the rainfly was very noticeable. So you'll notice our tent is set up, orientated differently than most. It opens up over the back for one main reason. Right here is our kitchen area. It's where everything happens. The fridge slides out, the stove slides out, everything's here. Food, cooking supplies are right here behind the water. And the tent acts as a natural awning, so we don't have to worry about buying an extra awning for the back. The tent serves as an awning, and if in the future we plan on adding an awning room right here to the, or an annex room, pardon me, to the tent to enclose this area when the weather's bad, the wind is high, things like that. We're going to use this area as kind of a chill area, and also we'll add an awning to this side with an awning room going out that way so we can have somewhere out of the elements to hang out without having to be in the tent. So it actually works really well being overhead here. Gives us a place to cook out of the rain, the snow, the sun, anything like that. We've made a couple of additions to the back area of the truck. One, we got rid of the stock panel. My father-in-law Vic fabbed up a little cover plate basically just to cover up the window internals. They're kind of sensitive on this model of truck, so they're closed out from the elements. It makes for a great work surface, place to cook, prep, anything like that. We added lights. I don't know if you'll be able to see them on the video, but there's an LED strip that runs the inside here, and it really lights up the whole back side of the truck. You can see food in the fridge, you can find gear, food, anything like that. Find where the toilet paper went off to. The stock lights are terrible on the interior of these old trucks, so later on we'll add more LED lights to the inside of the tent, that same style, so we can not have to carry a lantern or a headlamp or a flashlight up into the tent. Now that we've seen the setup and kind of the outside of the tent, I want to take you on a little tour of the inside and show you the room inside, the quality of everything, and kind of, you know, how we have it set up to work with our truck. So walking up the tent, the ladder, I mean, it's identical to some of the other models by other companies. You get the idea inside here. Aluminum poles, the bungees here are just used to pull the sides in when you're tearing the tent down. It keeps everything pulled in close, and you don't have to worry about stuff sticking out. Two big windows on both sides, and then two really big skylights, just like that one on the top, and then obviously the big doors on either end. Each window has screen material similar to this. Seems to do fine keeping bugs out. Like I said, we haven't really had just a ton of exposure to warm weather stuff, but the bugs seem to stay out. The zippers are YKK. They seem to be really good. We've only had trouble with one zipper, and it was on the travel cover, the gray cover that covers the outside of the tent. So we're hoping that we can stitch that back up or get a hold of Pope and see if they can hook us up with a patch or something to make that a little easier to use. But other than that, all the zippers work like they should. They're high quality. So I've pulled up the mattress here to show you the underside of what's down there. We've had just a little bit of bubbling. You can kind of see it in the middle here. You can see the almost warping going across there. It doesn't seem to affect performance. It's a little annoying sometimes rolling over and you land on one of the bubbles and makes a little noise, but other than that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. We really enjoy making the videos. We enjoy the travel. We enjoy the lifestyle of living on the road. Anything you can do to help, subscribe, like our videos, comment, follow us on Instagram and on Facebook. Those go a long ways to helping us get exposure and publicity for the website and for the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, hit us up in the comments below. Send us an email at okienomads@gmail.com or DM us on Instagram or Facebook. We check most of those pretty often. But thank you for watching and have a blessed day.